Yeah, sometimes I'm just like, hey, what's up, fam? Okay.
That's an introduction.
No, we're not starting with that.
Hey, what's up, fam?
All right, fine. We're starting with that. Hey, what's up, fam?
What's
Welcome
up, fam?
to All Ready for This. This is what we're doing right now. I'm your host, Danny, back with my co-hosts.
Grant.
Solomon.
And our guest this week.
Rose.
All right. So we are back. We are on episode 7. We are past the halfway point of season 1 of the greatest.
We've been past it for a while. Right? No?
Well, like
What?
2 episodes.
You know what? You're right. Fuck off. All right.
Okay.
We're well past.
Well past.
Well past.
What I said is still technically correct.
You're right.
And so we're getting closer and closer. This is your number one VGHS after show, pre-show, post-show, microwavable. And you know, if you haven't watched the episode, here's your pre-show moment.
Go watch the episode.
Watch the episode.
Watch that
It's gonna be
episode.
good. I'm excited to watch it.
What do you guys feel about the episode before we go into it?
I think it's pretty good so far, even though I haven't watched it. It's
I
pretty
see
good.
the opening still is just a Games Dean, which means I'm
Yeah,
anti
I'm
this
excited.
episode. Okay. And we're back. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That
Wow.
was such a great
What a
episode.
crazy episode.
What
It
an
was good.
amazing
It was good.
moment in my life.
What a good beginning to the episode.
Okay. Well, thank you, Grant. Let's get right into it.
That was a good segue.
That was a really good
Thank you.
segue.
You ride a good segue.
You have a segue, Grant?
No.
Have you eaten at Subway?
I have eaten at Subway.
Nice. Like inside of the Subway?
Do you have a segment? Can we have an all Grant segment?
Maybe next
You have
episode. Give me this episode to figure the segment out, and next episode,
Okay.
I
You
promise
got
we'll
the
have
30
a
minutes
segment.
to record because our next episode is right after.
Yeah, I don't have many notes on this other page, so I can come
Okay.
up with something.
Cool. So we're gonna go through the episode point by point, bit by bit, as we usually do. Starting off, I already hate this episode
You
because
suck.
how do we open with the Daily Dean?
The best
Which-
in-show show.
And
Yeah,
there's a lot of in-show shows in this show.
Yeah, they do that a lot. This one, I think they dialed down the corn a little bit. A
So
little
kinda
bit.
sucked. It sucked because it was like 30 seconds. And then he was
You
like...
wanted it to be longer?
I agree.
No, wait,
It should have
he
been
was
longer.
like, it was only 30 seconds, and he's like, come back Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So it's basically him seeing like 2 or 5 minutes of things.
That's
He gives
true.
like an hour
He
block
says-
too.
yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3:30 to 4:45. Was this a live stream or is it like a class?
It's so edited.
Yeah.
But it can't be a
very-
live stream, I feel
Or is
like.
he
Yeah.
saying, I'll release the video sometime within this hour every week?
A release window.
Yeah, it's a release window, you know? It could be anywhere from 3:30 to 4:45, but not a minute on either side. So it's...
You know me, I like to watch the behind the scenes videos.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
this is apparently the first thing they
It
filmed
was
for the
edited
entire
in
show.
iMovie, I assume.
Ah.
Dang, for the
I
entire
think
show.
they filmed this first, and then I think they refilmed it later on after he had already been Games Dean for a while. I'd have to rewatch the behind
Who
the
was
scenes.
he before
thing.
he was Games
He was still Games Dean, but I don't think he figured the character out.
Oh,
yet.
Oh,
he had to do
okay.
a character
Yeah.
exploration.
The character
for
was
Games
weird.
Dean.
The character's weird anyway. He starts off as a douchebag, and then as the show
He's
progresses,
Just
still a
gets
douchebag?
better and
but
better.
like more wimpy. He's like he loses that cool factor.
What cool factor?
He was
you
so cool.
ever think
He
Games Dean was cool?
is so cool.
He like got that hat out of thin air
He caught it. He's
Yeah.
good
He
at
is.
catching
He's great at
things.
catching things.
with his head.
Especially my attention with his
Catching
head.
things.
Oh.
So Games Dean is given the deep dish petri dish piss gossip.
Ew, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, okay.
Disgusting.
What are you talking about?
This isn't that kind of podcast.
All right.
And he manipulates
I'll make
the
this
story.
podcast however I want it to be. The podcast in my image.
Ew.
Oh, man.
The Dictator podcast.
Dictator cast. So he talks all about the gossip here at VGHS, specifically about the showdown that he just lost with Brian and Jenny at the end of last episode. But he's, I would say, hyperbolizing a little bit.
He's got some really funny edits.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Go ahead. You got some edits in there you want to mention?
It's like,
He multiplies
yeah.
himself several
Yeah.
times. He says goodness. Yeah, it's really funny.
Okay.
Peak
I'll allow
comedy.
It's a win for fans of visual comedy. And then he says something, and here's the true crux of why I hate Games Dean. Everything I've said before.
You have this like
was-
once an episode.
Everything I've said before this was a veneer. Now is the real reason. He's a sexist.
Okay.
He said,
Yeah.
he said Brian was making out with Jenny.
Mackin.
on.
Mackin.
Mackin on Jenny.
Was Jenny. He thinks that women just belong to men.
I have also
Sexist.
noticed that.
Thank you.
That's uncool.
Our
That's
only
not cool,
woman agrees
James.
with me. That means I'm right.
The only woman on the planet.
I agreed
Yes.
it was uncool.
No.
I agreed that
But
was
you
uncool.
have to hate him now.
No.
No.
That was the
This is
one uncool
2019.
thing.
No.
Is this 2019?
I'm not gonna cancel.
No, it's not
Games Dean
2019.
for that.
Over a Daily Dean.
Yeah. It was one Daily Dean.
Do you think that he's the VGHS equivalent
He
of like
could have
Phil
issued an
DeFranco?
apology too.
Of
James
who?
Dean, I guess he is the VG.
The sexy Phil.
But like,
yes.
I'm glad that people are still calling him Sexy Phil in
I am.
2019.
I'm the only
Wow.
one. I think.
SXE Phil. It's raining here. It's gotta get real chill.
It's moody.
So yeah, I don't understand this whole premise is weird. It's like a 30-second video that is an hour and a 15-minute time block that was edited in iMovie and
Yeah.
apparently, side note, that he produces for 400 people, and then
Everyone watches.
everybody but apparently it's assumed that that's everybody at VGHS.
Because there's 400 kids at that
Right,
school.
but then nobody is like they just assume nobody outside of VGHS has watched this. Like,
That is
I would be watching.
Brian and
I would
Key
be,
and-
yeah,
Yeah.
nah, every single
Ted.
day.
it's
But, sorry,
but see,
schedule.
this thing is like Brian and Jenny playing some shitty whatever Oklahoma high school in Counter-Strike or whatever they do is like national, their equivalent of ESPN, and yet they're assuming that of these 400 people, nobody outside their school cares.
Well, maybe
It's a weird. I don't understand the Venn diagram.
I think it might have just gone viral in that school.
My question is, though, how do they prove? What are they like? What are the analytics? How do I see
Uh,
where these
I don't think they
viewers
took the
are
time to
from?
The
analyze
video
it.
had just gone up too, though, so more people.
They
could
don't have the
seen
time.
Well, maybe they had notifications
So,
on.
they rocket clock?
So everyone. at
Everybody
VGHS
got the notification that there was a new episode.
All right,
yeah.
oh shit! New episode
Yeah.
of the Daily Dean.
They immediately watched it right
also,
then and
should
there.
be the thrice weekly Dean. Side note.
Also, maybe Dean had sent it to everyone.
He's
It's a
on
possibility.
email
Yeah,
list.
he's blasting out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a terrible idea.
It's a-
I'm on the Daily Dean email list. You know me. I'm super cool.
yeah,
Anyway, so
good inslate too.
yeah, good.
Thanks for watching the Daily Dean, the dreamy Dean of all things Deanie.
Great quote.
It was good stuff.
Yeah.
Fantastic insight.
So we get back into, we see that Key, Ted, and Brian are watching this at the lunch table, and Brian's like, "Well, this isn't good," and then
Just got
Ted's
outed
like-
on national television.
Yeah, Ted's just like
National
the Dean.
television.
I forgot the same thing.
Yeah.
Ted's like says some wah, and then he's like, "I'm gonna yell at my dad," because he wants to be a drift racer rather than a rhythm gamer. And he says, "I'm going to go tell my dad right now that I want to be a drift racer." And then he starts to walk down the steps, sees Freddie coming up, and he jumps in a trash can. Good
Oh.
gag.
Yeah, no,
Very
it's
good
very
gag.
good.
Great visual.
And then
Win
Jenny-
for fans of visual comedy
I already did that joke.
everywhere.
We're gonna keep
Did you?
repeating. Yeah.
This episode?
Yes, I did the...
What episode are we on?
Uh,
Where am I? Is this Swin?
yeah, is this when... So anyway, so then Brian's like, "Well, I'm gonna go to see Jenny in the what is it a classroom? Is it like the practice room?
I think practice room. I don't know.
Because that's where they had Ace's class, but also I don't understand where anything in this school is.
It's just the room with a bunch of guns.
Yeah,
It's the
Strapped
gun
to the
room.
wall.
I want to talk about that. That would not happen in 2019.
No.
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 So one of the flags for like the symbols of the school is a gun.
Yeah,
It's like a major
nobody
gun.
is like
Yeah.
nobody is like, yeah, 2019. Let's just give all these these like social reject kids. Let's just put available guns in their classroom. This is gonna turn out.
We
well.
should. We should in a video game aspect.
This is what I wanted
No,
you on
no,
today.
he's got a point.
Thank you.
Does
'Cause
he agree
can you
with
explain my
Corner now?
point? Because I don't know.
No.
it. Okay.
Oh no. But yeah, and then so he says like, I'm I'm gonna go see Jenny in the classroom, and then Key says I gotta wheel Ted to his dad's office.
She like rolls a trash can.
Yeah. And then so Brian walks in. Jenny's packing her bag, which she just walked in because she was in the lunch. Like she like walks in, opens her bag, repacks her bag, and then leaves. I don't understand why she went.
I guess she got frustrated that he was there, but whatever.
Female analysis here on the show.
The finalysis.
Finanalysis. Finagling.
Finagling.
So,
Ridiculous.
so I don't know what to say. You got notes?
No. Nothing on this. I put
Great.
Ginny and her damn FPS family, but I don't remember what that was in.
Oh yeah,
relation
because she's
to.
like, we
Oh,
can't be
so-
friends. That's why she packed her
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
Because she's like, we can't be friends. Oh, sorry, I clapped super loud.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
And then he's like, what? And she's like, I can't risk not being on varsity. My family's counting on me. Wah, wah, wah. And then she leaves.
Yeah. I mean, well, look, here's a few things I gotta say about that scene. First of all, she walks in, Brian walks in and is like, hey, about Daily Dean today. And she goes, Games Dean is an idiot. And I'm like, thank you, Jenny. And then,
Whatever.
But more,
Whatever, Jenny.
More importantly, she gives, this is my favorite line in this whole scene. She gives Brian back his copy of DMX.
Yeah.
And she's like, I beat all your high scores. And Brian goes, so I suck. And she goes, yeah, speaking of that. And that's what she goes, we can't hang out anymore. I was like, wait a minute.
It's a weird way to let someone down.
Yeah.
She goes,
You're a
by the way, you
transition to
fucking
that.
suck. Anyway, I sort of appreciate a strong woman just totally putting her career ahead of her high school boyfriend.
I mean, for sure.
100%. Yeah.
I like that this podcast now has a feminine twist to it. We're just, women power here.
Oh, I've always loved women.
I don't.
Yeah, you did say you were a fan of hot chicks on an episode the other day, right?
Well, yeah, no, I said I'm a fan of hot chicks, but I
No.
not only am I a fan of hot chicks, I prefer them to visual comedy.
I prefer
Wow.
visual comedy to
Yeah,
hot
sorry,
chicks.
me and Solomon
Me
are
too.
So
Wait, you prefer which?
Visual comedy.
Eh.
yeah, you've been ruining this.
Yeah. Come on.
I want rights for hot chicks everywhere. Thank you.
I don't know about
Okay,
all
I
that.
don't know. You kind of
Bass boost
ruined
that
it.
one line.
Oh, I will. Bass boosted. All right.
Okay, so then,
You want to take over?
let me try to scratch my old noggin. Basically,
Yeah, we
Ted
don't do
and
that
Key-
here.
Phone.
Ted and Key go to Freddie Wong's room, this classroom, and Ted is telling his dad, you know, that's it. I've decided I want to be a drift racer, and I'm never gonna be good at rhythm gaming or whatever. And he's like, Key was like, please tell your son that he's never gonna be good at rhythm gaming. And Freddie goes, Ted, you're never gonna be good at rhythm gaming. But that's what they told me when I started out. And rhythm gamers are forged in the fire of something, and you
Through the fire and the flames.
and you have to work hard for it. And then he suddenly gets like this overwhelming like motivation to continue rhythm gaming, and he's like, thank you so much, Key, and then he runs out.
And I'll never know what it's like to want your dad's approval that much, frankly, because I don't give a shit.
I will
don't
say when
know.
I see my dad, I immediately hop in a trash can as well.
I don't know. Ted's family dynamics are weird, but his dad's a huge asshole. And if my
Yeah.
dad had let me down that many times, I would have just given up too. I would not have continued with that.
The funny thing though is that like I think that whole scene's funny because I don't understand what the moral of that whole scene is. Is like
It's
Ted-
the first. Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
no, go ahead.
It's the first time that Freddie has showed any kind of like belief in his son.
But it's all fake.
Yeah, yeah.
He literally says,
As soon as Ted leaves,
Ted's
yeah.
place is in my shadow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that too. I guess he just
There's a
wants his
healed-
dominance over his son.
Yeah.
I like
Weird.
I like when Freddie says stop yammering and start
Start
hammering. Hammering.
No, stop hammering and start hammering. On that is,
Yeah.
practice wise.
Yeah.
I wanted to take that from you because I also wrote it down.
Wow.
But what I
Wow.
mean is that like yeah, it shows that Freddie's kind of a it shows that Freddie's kind of a piece of shit. But also Key's other point in this whole thing was to be like, and Ted has no talent and will never be good. So it's like I don't know if
At rhythm
Anybody's
gaming.
really
And rhythm
supporting.
gaming.
Well,
Yeah.
he's just not a good father, like whatsoever.
Well,
No.
He's not.
It's not really.
all right. Freddie is just like my dad, and I love my dad.
Your
Well,
dad-
your dad's not a
Um,
good
no,
father
I don't
whatsoever.
My
want
dad's
No.
Asian.
No. Stop it.
He's in Mulan
Yeah.
with.
He's gonna be in
My
the new
dad's
Mulan.
Moana.
Yeah.
Did you know that Jimmy Wong is gonna be in the new Mulan?
I
The
don't
guy
know
who
who
plays
Jimmy
Ted?
Wong
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
He's the guy that
Oh,
plays Ted.
wow.
He's
Sorry.
Jewish.
I'm a fake fan.
Well,
I'm a
that's
fake
fine. No,
fan.
I need to make
I'm a
sure I
fake
say it to
fan.
every guest. Let them know. I need their reaction.
When we get to the point where we're gonna have Jimmy Wong on, and you go, hey, do you know you were in Moana?
Oh man.
You know you were in Moana?
I heard you replaced Eddie Murphy.
I heard you
That's what I'm
shot
gonna hit
Brandon
him.
Lash.
Where's your trailer?
That's the biggest threat. Where's your trailer?
Where's your trailer?
Anyway.
Then Key tells Mr. Wong that she doesn't like him, and then like you said, that Ted stays in the dad's shadow.
Just take it over. Take it
She
over.
does better than you do.
Yeah.
She's got a memory like a steel cage.
That's why I didn't write down notes. I don't need them.
Yeah, really close to the mic on that one.
I don't need him.
Peaked a little bit.
Sorry.
Bass boost that too.
Bass
I
booster,
heard.
yeah.
Don't worry. So then where do we end up, bros?
Yeah, that Key is basically telling her
No,
boyfriend's
I mean
dad that
after
she
this-
hates him.
After
Oh.
this scene. Sorry.
Oh.
She didn't write down notes. She's opening her
I
phone.
think next
She doesn't
is
need
they
'em.
start the enrolling for classes.
Yes,
So
thank you,
Yeah.
Grant.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. No.
No.
Wait.
Oh.
Yes,
Alright,
no,
wait.
yes,
Wait.
he's
He's,
right.
he's
Wait.
right.
It's debate.
But then there.
Get
But
in front of the
sorry. he's right. But it is also the beginning of the confrontation between Brian and Law.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Grant. How did you
No,
not
you're right.
say
I-
that?
I
What
could've
the
said
hell
that
is
as
wrong
well.
with you?
Jesus.
Yeah. So
I
it
didn't
is-
watch the episode.
I'll be honest. I've been reading the wiki.
No, I've been reading the novelization.
The
Spark
I would
Notes.
love a novelization.
I would,
Of VGHS.
I would read
light
the
novel, the
novelization.
VGHS light novel.
That'd be great.
Should be a
What if
dating
there was a
sim.
mango?
A
for
mango?
VJS? Yes, a mango.
That'd be cool if there was a mango in the series.
The coconut. So yeah, they're out in the quad and they're signing up. Side note, I want to ask a logistics question before we get too much into this. So what year is Ted? Is he a year older than Brian? 'Cause he's
Is
the
Brian a
RA.
sophomore or a freshman?
Brian?
Brian-
That's another question.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
he's a transfer.
Okay.
That's all we
Oh.
know.
'Cause
I think, according to other seasons, that Brian might be a sophomore, so then that would make Ted a junior. Oh, sorry, I have my finger over my
no,
mouth.
it's fine.
But
So
Yeah.
did he transfer in as a sophomore?
I think, I don't know. The show's very
Okay, 'cause
confusing.
here's my
But by the end of the show, he's a sophomore.
Here's my question. If we come in and Brian comes in and Ted is the RA, that would imply to me that Ted is already there. Like, has been there before Brian.
Yeah.
But yet they have to sign up their final, for their final track at the same time? So are they the same year in this school or not?
No, I
This-
think. Oh, sorry, you
This
go.
system doesn't make sense. Much like the point system, this school.
But the point system works to everyone's favor at the end, as we'll see. But
Whoa, chill out with the spoilers.
Spoilers.
Jesus.
So I think how it works.
I don't remember anything that happens past these episodes we watched for this week.
I think the way that it works is that everybody has to sign up for their upcoming classes at the same time. Everybody in the entire school.
But no, because you're picking your track. Like, are you FPS or are you rhythm gaming or are you
Choosing
drift?
your major.
I'm
No, but
saying-
you can switch.
No,
Yeah,
you
and
can't.
every year it seems like they sign up for new ones.
Yeah,
too.
No,
every
but-
year they
'cause
sign
then
for
he
new
said-
ones.
'cause he literally said you can't ever switch. That's why.
Well, I
it
think-
comes an
For
issue.
that semester.
Yeah, but I
No.
think Ted was already in rhythm gaming and he switched this year because they said they were. I don't know. It seemed like they already knew him. The rhythm gamers.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
makes no
It
goddamn
doesn't make
sense.
any
Like I'm
sense
saying, the more like the
whatsoever.
point system, it just doesn't make
I
sense. The
hope-
more you look into
I
it.
think no. I decided. No, I figured it out. The reason is that Ted has been there a year, but he failed a year and got held back. That's my reasoning.
I don't
That's a
believe
good
that.
interpretation.
Yeah.
It's the wrong one.
Okay. That's
It's
my
wrong,
fan fiction.
No,
Um,
well, this isn't the agreement corner.
yeah.
And we're here to debate
Yeah.
This is the
Daniel.
shut the fuck up corner, okay? I'm in charge of this podcast. Anyway, so they're out in the quad signing their classes.
Call it by its name. Kojima Quad.
The
Kojima
Kojima
quad.
quad.
And then Brian's walking up to the FPS table, and of course the law says to somebody else is leaving, Semper Frag.
Wait, also, why are the tables the games that you'll be playing? It's but I know, but that's I don't know.
Because you major in a game that you
Major in a game? This school sucks.
Yeah, that's why.
I hate this.
Imagine majoring in Call of Duty. That's ass.
That's why Games Dean can't be held down. He's got too many games.
Exactly.
He said,
like
pick a major. I said, sorry.
Quadruple majoring.
I'm all over the place.
Also, logistics question that kind of confuses me. Okay. So, his name is just Games, right?
No, we talked about this in the other episode.
No. Hear me out. But then Calhoun is respect the game. Is that a metaphorical
Yes, you need to respect.
You need to respect Games Dean. That's what Calhoun was
It's
saying.
all about the Games Dean.
I don't know. I just think that Games was favorable because his name's Games.
That's why they've let him
theory.
off so easily this whole time.
That's like if you went to school and somebody's name was homework. Right? like teachers do your homework and they're like, all right, homework over there in the corner is getting all the favor.
All right.
Whatever. What's going on?
So Brian's trying to sign up for FPS and the law's like, no, you're not signing up for nothing because I did you a favor by not killing you last match so you could stay in the school, so you're going to go sign up for something else. And Brian's like, well, favorite train left the station, law.
Favorite quote.
I'm gonna sign up anyway. And he says, what would you do, law? Because I think you'd sign up. And the law says, well, you're not me. And he takes Brian's badge. And then the law talks about why everybody wants to be him. He's got the looks. He's got the brains. He's got the woman of Brian's dreams. S in his D. Style in his do.
There needs to be a more
Frag
climactic presentation to this quote. It's so good.
I disagree.
You think so? I disagree.
It's so good. He goes, I have the looks. And then I think it's him, pew, pew, having people around him,
That's it.
falling left and right. And then he's like, I got the brains. And he plays somebody else's what is it? Checkers? Chess. And he's like, oh, checkmate, by the way. And then he's like, and I've got your girl, S in my D. And he takes a comb and he slicks back, style in my do. And then the whole thing.
He does a lot of gesturing in this entire. He's
trying to get his point across. Yeah.
I think it is very climactic. I think specifically every time he moves the comb to.
Yes.
I think that's. Mm-hmm. I think it's perfectly punctuated.
I wish we could express that
and
more.
And then also, he says somewhere in. Oh wait, I do want to say this. When the law's got his feet up on the table when Brian walks up, he's wearing no slip restaurant shoes. That's all.
I did not even
stylish,
notice
very
that.
stylish.
But then the alliterator walks up and Brian just says, alliterator, everybody hates you.
Oh
true.
yeah,
He
goes, it's true, or something like, you better follow laws, whatever. And he's like, everyone hates you. And then I felt that in my core.
That was the first time we related to the alliterator.
You
Felt that in your groin.
I was so upset for him. He was just trying to be part of something. And then he got shut down real quick.
He had an alliteration?
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't write it down.
What are you
I feel
doing,
like I
Grant?
failed the podcast.
He said to learn Law's lesson or something.
Yeah.
It's classic alliteration.
But listen to Law's lesson maybe. But and then, he's like, the Law's like, and then you're trying to, get with my girl, and Brian's like, we're not even friends. And then he says, whatever. I don't even care. And then Brian's like, well, didn't you hear? She's going to be on varsity because your boyfriend's a captain. And then this is my favorite part of the whole episode. Was Law goes, gossip, let's dish.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hilarious. Top 10 Brian Ferenzi moment of all of his career.
Wow.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Yeah.
Let's dish.
I don't know if top 10 for me.
All right. Well,
My personal top 10 Brian Ferenzi.
Sorry, 5
We'll
second
explore
films
it
fan
later.
over here. But
yeah, I'll have to tune in next episode for my segment of top 10 Brian
we
Ferenzi moments.
we gotta do 30-minute podcasts on every 5 second film.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
So then basically he takes Brian's badge and he strings it up on the flagpole so Brian can't sign up. And there's a time limit. He said that this is the last hour of signups. So we're like, oh, ticket clock, bro.
Time lock.
Yeah, even though
What
this
a good
episode is
screenwriting
only
technique.
10 minutes.
Right.
So, all of a sudden, Brian just starts beating the living shit out of the wall.
It's
He just
great.
pushes
It's
him.
like I honestly, I haven't turned around my opinions on Brian. I still hate him, but this is probably my favorite Brian
No,
moment.
This is the point where not only do I turn my opinion around on Brian, but also it scares me a little bit because again, this guy. Think about this: if Brian was at this moment in the classroom with all the guns,
Oh.
this would be a much larger problem.
Yeah, he's
And what I
big.
don't understand is how, like, none of them are enticed to use any of the guns when they play with guns. Like,
Yeah.
70% of their day.
Violent video games do cause school shooters.
Mm-hmm.
Why wasn't that addressed in this series? Are you telling me VGHS wasn't equipped to handle this
Oh,
topic?
Yeah, what the
that's
hell?
so funny. But they never.
It's hilarious.
But they never once are like, we are anti-gun violence. The whole thing is like, we're so pro blowing people's heads off.
They're very pro shoot of the other student.
Says that's Ace's 6th rule. Says, I'm not pro gun violence.
Is that before or after the WASD one?
Yes, no, that's after. That's
Okay.
after. This is 4th rule, I think.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in a sec. So then Ted runs to Brian's defense and goes just like a
Well,
full.
first someone yells, "Oh my God, the law is trolling Brian."
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Important.
Yeah, and then when Ted drops his stuff, Key makes the switch and takes Ted's bag. Importantly.
Also, would like to point out that there was a group of rhythm gamers that were like harassing Ted. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna sign up this year?" And he was like, "Yeah, see you guys there." He's being very friendly, and they're like, "You're never gonna make it in rhythm gaming." So it just shows that like everyone thinks that Ted sucks at rhythm gaming.
I mean, yeah, I don't know why you felt like you just had to throw him under the bus again.
No,
on this
she's
podcast.
right. Ted sucks.
Yeah, he's
No,
pretty
alright.
bad at rhythm gaming.
And
No,
it needs to be said.
And he's a
Title
bad-
of the episode.
He's a bad boyfriend.
Oh, he is a bad
He
boy.
was a
Go ahead,
pretty
give it
terrible
to me.
boyfriend.
Ted sucks.
Title of the
Yeah.
episode. Go ahead, give it to me.
Ted sucks.
All right, cool.
But he's a good friend.
No, he's not.
That's
He
it.
is.
That's the
He is.
title.
But
But
he's
he's
a
a
good
good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let Rose run this podcast. That's fine. So Ted goes full log and just like throws himself against 4 people.
Full log.
You know, it's
Yeah.
He goes like
Yeah.
horizontal. And
He
just, like,
does,
knocks
yeah.
over a group of people. And then
He does Luigi's side B in Smash.
and then a crazy fight breaks out because now that Ted is a drifter, they're going crazy. They're fighting for him.
Drift King shows
Drift
up.
King shows up.
Calls him
Everything's
Theodore.
slow motion.
Yeah, he
Theodore.
always calls him Theodore. Oh, you injured? He goes, "This doesn't change anything." And I was like, "What?"
And then Brian is trying to get to his badge. He's dodging punches. At some point, and this is my frag of the episode.
Yeah.
At some point, some woman grabs Brian from behind, and the law's about to come punch Brian in the face, kisses his fist, starts to swing. Brian ducks, and the law cold cocks this lady in the
Yeah.
face.
So good.
And I'm like,
Great.
That's frag of the episode.
yeah, that's frag of the
I
episode.
think that Brian just eviscerating Law's nuts in return for his nut
Oh,
tap
really?
the other episode.
That's pretty good.
I think that if Brian grabbed those guns, maybe.
Oh Jesus
Oh
Christ!
no.
So then Brian runs up the Tetris monument.
No, it's the Mario. It's the end of Mario levels with the flagpole.
The flagpole.
Oh
thing.
my!
I just
Yeah.
realized that this episode,
Yeah.
but it is like made out of Tetris
I
blocks.
Yeah.
thought
too.
this whole
Yeah.
time it was just Tetris.
I noticed like this time, I'm like, I'm an idiot for not realizing
Yeah.
this was Mario this whole time. But then he doesn't pull the flag down.
No,
I'm
he
like,
doesn't.
Missed
Boo.
opportunity.
Boo.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know.
He's just there to get his key back, or his, what is it? The
Badge is
badge
Badge,
key.
right.
Yeah.
Same thing.
his key.
Key
Key.
character in the show.
So he comes down and he gets his badge.
Nice.
And you know what? He's walking in slow motion. Everybody sees he's got the badge back. They're like, oh god, like what? Brian just did it. Everybody's
He was
crazy.
a
Also,
hero.
somebody S my D at some point
Somebody,
too.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Law
yeah.
says it again.
And then
Good callback.
And then he walks right up to fucking Lames Dean.
Oh wow!
Takes
Wow,
the
come
goddamn
on.
hat
Fuck
back.
Damn.
Fuck off.
Because it was his hat.
It
was
his
his
hat.
hat. It was his
his
hat. You're right.
Thank you. Somebody's paying attention to the facts.
We
Not
never
Calhoun.
said.
Did the hat make games, or
Yes.
did games make the hat?
The hat made games.
Yeah, I'll give it. Yeah, games is nothing without the hat.
This is a philosophical
Sobering
question.
moment.
So
It
wow,
is
we
nothing
really.
without the hat.
I don't know how we got through this podcast without Rose. There's a lot to consider here.
Thank you.
A lot to unpack.
Thank you.
So then Calhoun comes out. Brian D. goes to Calhoun's office. Brian D is getting expelled.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's inciting a riot, stealing a hat.
That was
Assaulting
so
food.
funny when he
Yeah.
said that. He made it a point to point out the hat.
Is
The worst of all, you
You
forgot it was all about the
game.
game.
That's what I'm saying.
He also says,
Stole
what
the
I've been
hat.
saying.
He stole the hat. He forgot it was all about games.
unfortunately, it all comes back.
And then he says, "You got to be kidding me!" And Brian and
He
then
says, "Do you hear any Rafflecopters, son?"
So you know what? That's fine. And then, so he says, you're facing a 300-point deduction, which would expel you. That's why this is important.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He goes 300 points you don't have.
Yeah. And then we cut back to the quad where
Kojima Quad.
Kojima Quad.
Praise be the name. Where Ted trying to sign up for Rhythm Gaming, he swipes, and instead it's Key's card. A key card, if you
Yeah.
like.
I will not.
Ooh.
will not do that.
All right, you're being removed from the podcast. Rose is replacing you. She's better recap the episodes anyway.
I'll hit record next, and then I'll just walk out.
No.
You're gonna
it's
miss my
okay.
segment.
You're gonna miss Grant's segment.
I'm gonna miss his member.
But yeah, she just kind of ruined his entire future.
Well, is that how you look at this?
No, that's what he thinks.
Okay. So he says, if you want to give up on the long family legacy.
Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Oh my
Dynasty.
fucking god.
You know, I can't remember what you said about dynasties last night. But whatever joke you made about them, just imagine I said that now and it was very graceful.
No. I said that I want Trump to win 2024.
Oh, okay.
And then,
That's it.
and then I want his children to keep winning, not because I like him, but because I don't want to have to remember new presidents' names.
I don't even know. Like, my teacher was like, who is the vice president? And I had no idea. And I was like, oh, Mike Pence, because I don't remember their names.
He's not a memorable
Did you hear
man.
me go
No, he's
Did
not.
you hear me go
Not
off
very
on
iconic.
Eric about how I was rating the presidents and I wish I could have rated Spiro Agnew poorly even though he's a vice president?
No, I didn't hear you say that.
Well, I really hate Spiro Agnew. We can just talk about that for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Who's
Blessed
vice?
be to all the vice
Richard
presidents.
Nixon's
The Pokemon.
first vice.
Okay.
His second vice being Watergate.
Vice
Ah.
presidents. Important, but not important enough for us to remember their names. Bless them.
Hot take. Wow. Very hot take.
Anyway,
Rose hates America.
but that is a conversation for another time.
So
Next
Next
episode.
episode.
That's,
gonna be
that's Grant's segment. Yeah.
fuck.
Grant presents Rose Hates America.
Yo,
Childish
that's a
Gambino.
great segment.
Yeah, I'm producing the segment.
Is it a new NPR show?
Yes.
So
This,
Freddie,
this podcast isn't enough like This American Life. And I've always said that.
it's not navel gazing enough.
Wow, shots fired. to
Damn.
NPR.
Yeah. Got him.
Anyway, so
Oh,
Freddie
yeah, no, go
realizes
ahead.
what's happened.
Fred-
That Key switched the cards. And then he blames Ted. He thinks that Ted did it on purpose. But he's like, what? No, da, da, da. And then Ted is ruining the family dynasty's name. And then he gets really upset with Key because it's like, Key, how could you do this?
You
But
missed
Key,
an important line. Is that Freddie says, "Get out of my face forever."
oh yeah.
He says, Dad, your face. Now get out of mine forever. Just so we have to issue a correction next time.
Yeah. Before the fans call in.
Or
Don't
Jimmy
get me
calls
started
in.
in the fans.
Jimmy calls.
Given that Ted has lost his, or potentially his father's approval forever, he gets really upset with Key. And Key is kind of like Brian in the sense that she wants to fix everything. I'm sorry, I feel really awkward.
You were doing great.
And then, and then he gets gets really frustrated with Key, and then he breaks up with her, and she doesn't want. She's in denial. She's like, it's not registering to her what's happening, and he's like, Key, it's done. That's it. It's over.
Well, you're missing a very important line.
Okay.
Which is that,
So you're just me now. You're just jumping in the quote
which is that Ted says, "Get out of my face, Key, forever."
Oh.
See, there's a reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
the father becomes the son? It is the duality, or son becomes the father. Duality of man.
Oh, okay.
Think of what-
Exactly.
And I'm
Brother
philosophical.
Fuchsius.
Father.
Yeah. My brother, and me.
Oh. Yeah, fuck them too, actually.
Yeah, fuck them.
Oh,
NPR.
Nick
Yeah.
Who else are we going for? Fuck you, Breitbart.
Who?
Yeah.
Bart?
Oh, no. Yeah, you know what? Fuck all the Simpsons.
I decided that when I produce the podcast with you and your brothers, it's just gonna be this shitty version of my brother, and me.
Grant didn't know about this until you
No,
said
I told him
it.
last
No,
night.
I heard about this.
It's where they all steal video game cartridges off the backs.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Good callback.
So,
Good content.
so then we cut to Brian, who's in his room cleaning up.
He's a Rob?
He has a Rob.
He has a Rob, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Who doesn't have a Rob in their room?
No, Rose is lost.
Oh,
in
but-
it. It's the little robot.
Oh, yeah, okay.
My main, by the way. Go ahead and say something in the comments about it.
Yeah, Rob's cool.
Yeah.
Good comment.
So then Jenny's like, what the fuck, basically.
Yeah.
And then Brian's like, hey, I'm sorry. And then she's like,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Jenny, I'm sorry. What am I going to do about it?
Hey, games.
Hey, Gabe.
Face boost that.
Oh, that's Grant's our new mixer.
Where's Wendell?
And then Wendell's
Wait,
our editor.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
thought he was on the... Alright, you know what?
There's
Wendell's
a lot
on
of
the move.
continuity errors.
And
I'm gonna need to make
This
more notes.
podcast is, out of order.
okay.
You gotta listen
Your
to
Xbox
episode
guys are
3 first.
Out of control. Just, I'm
Right.
sorry. You
Watch
missed
our
out.
Xbox.
Yeah, there's a little guy on the TV.
Yeah, waiting for fans of visual comedy. Grant's describing what's happening on my TV.
Suck it, hot girls.
So I'm looking at the Call of Duty Modern Warfare open beta right now. You can play...
You could play
Dave
Dave
Bautista.
Batista in
You
Pure
can
One
Spot.
play as Dave Batista.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Do you know the 10 kill streak where you drop an airstrike? It's called the Batista bomb.
Are you serious?
No,
Okay. Is that a
that's what we
wrestling
dropped
joke
on
that
Afghanistan.
Oh.
We dropped Dave Batista in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
When was this?
And it's
Did
how
he
we
ever make
won.
it out?
We
It's
won,
out-
right?
We won?
I don't think anybody can win.
Yeah. I agree with that statement. Nobody wins in this life.
No.
Like, we all lost.
We all
I
lose.
won. I don't know about you guys. I came out of that one on top.
Thank you for
Out
contributing.
of Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When hey man, I went into Afghanistan when I came out. I'm on top.
So is that what Gears of War 5 is based on?
Yeah.
What?
Moving on.
All right.
Okay.
Uh,
So,
Shaft is an
Basically-
Oh, sorry.
We need to move on.
Jenny comes in and is like, "You're stupid and I hate you." And Brian's like, I'm sorry for ruining your chances at JV." And then Jenny says, "Look, if you think you're the only one that's tough around here, you're not. You can't deal with it. Suck it up, or you can leave."
and he goes, well, for your information, I am leaving.
Well, it's not. He says I got expelled.
Yeah. He goes, I got expelled. And he says that law wouldn't have put you on varsity anyway.
He says, well, he says your big mean boyfriend.
Because she referred to him originally as her big mean boyfriend.
Big mean boyfriend.
And then
Yeah.
Jenny says,
The BMB.
"You're an asshole," which is one of the few times you hear somebody actually curse.
I was about to say, I think
Well,
that's
in the
Frag of
first
Ep.
season, yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, yeah. Wait till we get
Okay,
to season
spoiler
3.
Oh, they just start
Sorry.
dropping the slurs
Yeah,
in
alright.
season 3.
They get
It
older
gets
by a
rough.
couple of months in the other season.
They kill Bilbo at the end of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Got it.
This is good. This is good stuff.
Dave Batista is in Afghanistan.
Spoiler alert for real life.
Yeah, we got to get him out.
So yeah, and then that's the end of the episode. It just ends with Brian on this like, I almost said catwalk. I guess the catwalk, whatever. And then he's like mad.
Yeah,
So
he's
Feeling
leaving.
like a dick.
He's
feeling
gone.
like a dick,
So-
like a big old Brian dick.
Brian Dick.
That was very well put.
Thank you.
Basically, a real breakup and a non-friend breakup, and then an expulsion.
Father-son breakup.
A father-son breakup.
And then the law's hair got messed up.
Yep.
Oh, and the hat was stolen.
Yeah,
The hat was stolen.
Yeah.
The biggest part of the episode.
Man in a
It was
hat
a rough
breakup.
And
episode.
James Dean will never recover.
Go fuck yourself.
We don't know that. Those episodes aren't
He'll
out
be
yet.
fine.
He'll be fine.
So yeah, it's the darkest hour, it seems, for our heroes. You know. Wow.
All of them.
Oh wow, that got deep.
Yeah.
Well,
I wouldn't say that any of these people are my heroes.
Okay.
Definitely James Dean. Probably my biggest hero.
yeah.
Dames Jean.
Dames
James
Jean.
Dean.
Jimmy Dean sausage breakfast links.
That's my
feel?
hero.
That's your hero?
You can't even say that.
Oof.
There's beef.
There's beef between you and Jimmy Dean?
Wow.
Don't let her in the room with the guns. She's going after Jimmy
Oh
Dean.
my god. Let's get Dave Bautista.
So Dave Bautista's gonna have to stop all the war in America. Side note.
What are you pitching
Stuber-
into who?
It's a new Stuber movie.
Yeah.
Did you watch the first
Exactly.
Stuber
No.
movie? I want to.
I'm not going to watch Stuber.
Okay. I'll watch it.
I'll watch it.
Is Camille
You guys can
Nanjiani, is he gonna be in Call of Duty?
Yeah, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really rough scene.
So in Call of
Well,
Duty,
they already
Dave
put-
Bautista just
they
executes
put a-
Camille
completely
Nanjiani?
They put the guy from Game of Thrones. They have to put the guys from Silicon Valley in the next
Exactly.
one.
It's the most
I don't
logical
understand
step.
what's the relation?
Oh, Kit Harington was in one of the Call of Duties, so they're
Yeah.
gonna keep this partnership going. It's gonna be Martin Starr, Kumail Nanjiani running around space. I guess I don't know where they're gonna do the next
Weird
Call of
reference,
Duty.
but for you said Martin Starr. I was like, they're putting the cast of Party Down in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we are having fun. Yeah.
All right, great. I've been having fun this whole podcast.
I like the. Never mind.
No, go ahead.
No, never mind. Say what you were gonna say.
No, I didn't have anything to say.
Yeah, me neither.
Cool. All right. So, as you can see, we're doing great here at
VGHS
Vicious.
College.
College. We're doing great at college.
I finished.
Well,
Same.
Me too.
and thank you for listening.
We're not done.
The first time
That we ever got an outro. Holy shit.
No,
Did we
we're
just
not
get an
thanking
outro?
nobody.
No, that has to be the outro from now
You're
on.
gonna have to
You
censor
have
that.
to, yeah.
Fuck
Beep,
off.
beep, beep. But that's just Drift King.
Beep everything but listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. Fine. I guess we're done.
Whoa, wait, we haven't talked. Well, we got more to say. What?
Okay,
What?
What's your frag of the episode then?
I said
Oh,
the nut tap.
I literally forgot my frag of the episode.
What?
You just said it. It's when Jenny was like arguing with Brian at the end. Okay, it was
Yeah.
a frag to his heart.
Okay.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. It was
Okay.
a
Hear
like
you
that's
out.
it. He lost all hope because if there was any sliver of hope for him to hold on, it was her. But then he lost the girl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Wait, you guys didn't say your. Oh, you said your frag of the episode. But did you say your frag of the episode? Solomon?
I said the whole fight between Brian
whole
and
fight.
the law. It's just like when that shit
So
goes
you
down,
picked
it's
the whole
insane.
fight, and we just picked individual
Parts.
in the fight.
Well, I'll say the first punch throwing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because that's like, oh
Or
shit.
just
Okay.
beating him on the.
Like
Yeah,
it's
he really
it's like
just,
oh
lays
like
into him.
he like just sort of. I don't know. Like watching that, I was like, I wonder how he's gonna get it down. I wonder what like strategic stuff he's gonna do. He
would
just
just-
panics. He just
That's
beats
thing,
the
man.
fuck out of
It's
him.
like, how the
Pummeling
fuck
him.
is the law the bully at this school when Brian D is clearly just like a fucking grandmaster? He's
Because
just beating the shit
Yeah.
out of
The law-
everybody.
The law is like the privileged type, but Brian
Oh,
came
God.
from the
The
suburbs.
social commentary again.
They're putting guns in the schools.
You know what's interesting is that in the beginning of the season, Brian couldn't.
Hover bike.
Yeah, he couldn't even defend himself against those bullies.
Yeah.
But then he can defend himself against the law. I don't know, character development, if you ask me.
Mm.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a hover bike still.
Yeah, that's
Loser.
Yeah, they don't show it on screen. The character development is that this whole season, Brian's been pounding the fucking weights, and
Hitting the fucking gym, getting
Yeah.
juiced.
he's been eating the
Fucking
pizza,
swole.
the fucking
Pizza
pizza
in a
dogs.
can.
Pizza in a
Yeah.
can.
He's been eating his
Brunchables.
Brunchables. He's just been lifting like a motherfucking maniac. And
Does
then when
Brian
the time
ever get a
comes,
hover bike?
He's gonna snap
I don't
the
think
laws.
he does, unfortunately. I don't think we ever see another hover bike for the rest of the
I was
show.
gonna say, keep listening to find out.
Yes.
Yeah, please keep listening. Thank you for.
I mean, yeah, if there is
thank
another
you
hover
for
bike,
keeping
I will
listening.
spend 10 minutes talking about it.
That's your new.
That's my
That's
new
Grant's
segment,
new segment.
In fact.
So the hover bike review.
Hover bike
Yeah.
review right after Rose Hates
It's a
America.
review with R-E-V.
After I hit the what?
by the way.
After You Hate America. Rose Hates America.
Childish Gambino busts
Yeah.
through the door, sings along for me.
Yeah, we need to get Charles Gambino on the podcast.
Yeah, I want to hear his opinions on VGHS.
Yeah, I'd love to hear him weigh in on the finale.
I said, Childish Gambino of Derek Comedy.
Yeah,
get
we
him
can
on
get,
the podcast.
Derek Comedy's fame.
Yeah, that's what he's known for.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's the big
for the
project.
Jerry video.
New bike. That's why we're getting him on, right? To talk
Exactly.
about the bike.
Yeah.
Is this still episode 7? I'm so
No, yeah, no,
confused.
we didn't stop.
And
Well, I'm
thanks
done.
for
I
listening.
need some water.
Okay, I guess we're finished, guys. Rose apparently has some shit to do.
How are there 3 people in it?